All right. You guys okay? Of course you are. We're going to start our yoga practice now. Again, this is a Vinyasa practice. We will flow the postures together. And uh, I'm not sure if we can do some balance today, an unbalance. I'm planning to do some unbalance today. An eight angle pose. We did this before, like a long time ago. Maybe we can do it again today. Let's have a look later on. But we're going to start on our mat. Let's all sit down on our mat. So let's come onto a easy pose here. So your legs can be bent. You can just cross your legs simply like this and take your hands on your legs. And we're going to start first with a little meditation here. So your hands are resting on your knees, your shoulders are rolled back and down, and feel free to close your eyes or just gaze onto the floor. And just take a moment here to settle down into the mat, onto this easy pose. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Breathing in through the nose, filling your lungs with air, and exhaling through your nose as well, releasing any tension. You start to notice your breath here. Observe how your breath feels. Allow your breath to bring you into the present moment. And as you continue breathing here, perhaps take this moment now to set your intention for your practice. Ask yourself, why would you like to practice yoga this morning? Why are you here today? And once you have identified your intention, repeat it silently within you. Allow your intention to guide you through the next 45 minutes of your practice. Understanding that you don't need to achieve anything today. You don't need to be anyone today during your practice. You just simply need to be at the present moment. And now all together, let's take a big breath in through the nose, fill your lungs completely, and then hold your breath here. And then exhale slowly. Let's do two more times with that breath. Inhaling through the nose, hold your breath, and then exhale slowly again. One more big breath in, hold your breath, and then exhale completely. If your eyes are closed, gently blink the eyes open now. Now all together, let's take an inhale, lift the arms up overhead, eye gaze up towards your hands, and then exhale, hand to your hearts. Inhale again, lift the arms, eye gaze up. Exhale, hand to your heart. One more time, big breath in. And then exhale, hand to your hearts again. Lift the arms up. And now take your right hand down over to the side. Let's do a side bend here first. You're going to take your right elbow down, take that left arm up, maybe turn your head up toward the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch along your left side here. Now begin to circle that left arm down. Take it to the other side. Left elbow down, right arm is reaching up. Good. And then we all rise back to center. Take your hands slightly at the back. Lift the chest. Look up. And then you can lift the hips off the floor if you'd like. Maybe hips stay on the mat, or you choose between the two. Either way, your chest lifts up as high as you can. One more breath. And then bring the hips back down to the mat. Keep your hands at the back. Take your feet flat right in front, but your legs are wider. And then start to move your leg down to the right and to the left. Good. As you move movement like this, you mobilize the hips. Good. And now keep your legs down over to the right side. You stay here. And then you'll put your right foot over your left thigh. Yeah. And then take your left hand out to the right. And you're going to walk your hands out to the back and bring your elbows down on the floor. Hopefully you can see me. Okay, so you bring your elbows down, bring your forearm down on the floor, and then you're turning out to the back of the room. Yeah. One more breath. And then you walk your hand back in. Come back to face the front. Good. Release your right foot down. And then switch your legs over to the left. And take your left foot over your right thigh. Take your right hand out to the left, slightly facing the back. And then you bring your elbows down to the floor. Forearms, elbows down. Good. Then you walk your hand back in. Open your chest back to the front. And then take your left foot down. Take your feet down again. You're going to bring your hands now in front. Okay, I'll be facing out to the side. You can see my side profile. So take your hands in front of you. And then you start to walk your hands down as far as you can. So you're going to round your spine here. Flex your spine forward. Tuck your chin in. And maybe your elbows can touch down the floor. Yeah. So your knees are as wide as possible as you can. So turn your knees out, and maybe the inside of your feet are off the floor. So the outside of your feet are pressing on the mat, but the inside is lifting off the floor. The chin to your chest. Breathe. One more breath here. And then you start to walk your hand back in, lengthening that spine, bending your left leg. Bring your left foot in closer to your hips, then extend your right leg out. So right leg straight, left leg bent. Lift those arms up, breathe in. And exhale, let's do a side bend to our right and do a full circle here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Mobilizing your spine, your arms, your shoulders. Let's do it one more time. And then you stay up here. Lift the arms up first. Take your left hand outside your left hip. And then take your right arm back. Inhale, look at your right hand. And as you exhale, you rise in that mini wild thing here. Hips off the floor, right arm reaching back. Inhale again, reach your right arm back. And exhale, reach up again. Right arm reaching behind you, hips off the floor. One more, breathe in. And then exhale, rise. And then you come back down onto your mat. The right arm is reaching back. Stay here, that right arm stays straight. Take your left hand to the outside of your right hip. So you're still on that twist. Take the back of your right hand to your left hip. Good. Keep your spine long here, shoulders relaxed. One more breath, stay on that twist. Now turn your head and look over to your right foot. Reach both hands onto your right foot. And then flex your spine here. Nice. Maybe your hands can reach out and wrap around your right foot if possible. Otherwise, keep your hands on the floor. Good. One more breath. And then you gently walk your hand back in. Let's all switch. Take your left leg out, right leg bent. And then lift both arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to your left. And then do a full circle here. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. Two to go. One more. And then lift both arms up again. Now your right hand goes behind your right hip. Left arm reaching back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sweep your left arm up. Lift the hips off the floor, left foot flat. Inhale down, hips back down, and then exhale, rise up again. One more, inhale. And then exhale, rise up again. And then sit back down to the mat. Now your left arm is reaching out the back. Good. And take your right hand to the outside of your left hip. So you're on your twist. And then take the back of your left hand to your right hip. Lengthen up to the crown of the head. Staying on that twist, looking behind your left shoulder. One more breath. And look toward your left foot. Release both hands towards your left foot. Flex your spine here. Again, feel free to wrap your hands around your left foot if you can. Good, and then you walk your hand back in. Well done. Take yourself onto your old fours, guys, on your hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, toes relaxed. Let's do some cow and cats now. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Belly drops, lift the chest forward, look straight ahead or look up. Exhale, release your toes, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale again, back to your cat or cow. Open your chest. Exhale, cat, chin to chest. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, cat. Good. Come back into a neutral spine. You step your right foot back. So right leg straight, toes down. Inhale, prepare. And then exhale, you lift your right leg up. And then you start to bend your elbows into your triceps press. Exhale, press up. Bring your right foot down again. Inhale. Exhale, right leg lifts. And start to bend the elbows, lower your chest. And then press up again. Right foot down. One more time. Lift your right leg first. And start to bend the elbows. And then you press up. Keep that right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Outside your right hand. Good. Walk your hands further out forward. Sink the hips. And then wiggle the hips a few times. Good. And now you're going to reach your right arm back. Good. So you're on a twist again here. Right arm reaching back. Look back over your right shoulder towards your right hand. Maybe your left foot stays down. Maybe that left foot lifts. And then your right hand reaches for that left foot. Good. Open up your chest to your right. One more breath here. And then gently release your left foot, taking your right hand down, stepping your right knee back, readjust your hands back to all fours. Knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. Let's switch. Take your left foot back, toes down first. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift your left leg off the floor and start to bend your elbows. Triceps press. Press up. And then bring your left foot down again. Lift your left leg first, and then you bend the elbows. Lower your chest and chin. Press up. Release your left foot. Let's do it one more. Left leg up. Bend the elbows. And then press up. Keep your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. And then adjust your hands. Walk them out further forward. Dropping the hips. And then moving the hips a few times side to side. When you're ready, left arm will reach behind you. Open your chest to your left. Feel free to stay here with your right foot down. Maybe you can lift your right foot. Then your left hand holds on to that right foot. Good. One more breath. Release your right foot down gently. Take your left hand down in front. Now from here, you take your right foot. So you're going to tuck your toes at the back and step your right foot forward. Come into your Malasana, Garland pose. Maybe first start here with your elbows resting on your thighs. Maybe you can sink the hips all the way down to your malasana and then take your hands together in front of the chest. Good. Stay here. So your elbows are actively pushing your inner thighs away. Your hands in front of the chest, your spine straight and long. Good. Take your left hand down outside your left foot, and then you reach your right arm up. Good. Nice. Maybe that right arm stays straight up. Maybe you can do a half bind with your right arm. So the back of your right hand reaches for your left hip. Good. Maybe not. Maybe the right arm stays up. Yeah. One more breath wherever you are and bring your hands together. Good. Nice. Now you're going to take your hand down on the floor and extend your legs coming to your standing forward fold. Good. Bend the knees side to side here, right and left. Good. Now slowly let's bend both knees again. Sink down into your malasana again. Back to your balance pose. Hands together, lengthen up. Good. Elbows pushing out your inner thighs. Now take the other hand, right hand down, outside your right foot. Left arm up. Good. Good. Maybe do a half bind again if you'd like. Keep your chest proud here. One more breath. Back to center, hand together. Lengthen up again. Open up your chest, shoulders away from ears. Hands down and extend your legs again. Now you're going to bring your legs a little bit closer so that the hips distance apart. Okay. Inhale, halfway lift, hands against your thighs or your shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, extended mountain, arms reaching up high, hands up. And exhale, hand to your hearts. Good. Inhale, lift the arms again, look up. Exhale, forward fold, dive the arms out. Inhale, halfway lift, hands against your thighs or shins. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back, your left foot back onto your high plank. Good. Shoulders and wrists in line. Everybody knees down. Chaturanga, chest and chin down on the floor. And then onto your cobra. Hip down, chest up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, our first down dog of our practice. Good. Bend the knee side to side a few times. For any other movement that feels good for you, you can do some hip drops. You can do some leg lift. I give you 3 breaths here to do anything that feels good for you. Good. Nice. Stay still on that dog. Look at your hand. Step your right foot through. Inhale. Left foot through. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing extended mountain pose. Exhale, hand to your hearts. Inhale again, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Inhale. Right foot back. Exhale, high plank. Good. On your knees, maybe stay on your toes. Chaturanga, chest and chin down. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Look at your hands. Step your left foot through. Inhale. Right foot through. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing extended mountain. Exhale, hand to your hearts. Inhale again, float the arms up. Exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back into your high plank. Good. Chaturanga, chest and chin down. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your hands. Step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hand to your heart. One more round of sun salutation. Lift the arms up again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back into your high plank. Chaturanga, chest and chin. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look at your hand, step or jump forward. You choose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Breathe in. And exhale, go into your chair pose. Take your hands in front of the chest. Bend both knees. Good. So onto your chair here. Yeah. Legs can stay apart. If you'd like to, you can bring your feet together now. And that's fine either way. Inhale, lift the arms up. Good. And exhale, we stand on our left leg. Your right knee lift, one-legged mountain pose here. Good. Stay here. Holding on to your right foot, you grab your right ankle and guide your right foot through your left inner thigh. And take your hand to your heart, tree pose. Good. Stay here and hold. And now we start to lift the arms again. Breathe in. And then when you exhale, you come into your warrior three. You start to release your right foot back. And then your arms are reaching out to your sides here. Good. Third warrior. Right leg straight back. Your arms are reaching out to your side. Shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more breath. Take your hand down. Step your right foot down. And then your right knee goes down into a low lunge. Good. Take your hands on top of your left thigh first. Yeah. Good. Just allow the hip to sink forward if you can. Good. Right hand stays on your left thigh. Turn your chest to your left and then reach your left arm back. Good. Now you can stay here. Or again, maybe you can do that same thing we did earlier. You lift your right foot off the floor and then your left hand reaches for your right foot. If you can't, that's fine. Just keep your right foot down. And maybe that right arm can reach up high toward the sky. Nice. Keep your chest open to your left. Look back over your left shoulder. Look at your right foot if you can. One more breath. Release both hands down to the front and then release your right foot down. Step your right foot or step your left foot back into your downward facing dog, guys. Good. Bend your knees side to side. Let's do one vinyasa. High plank, inhale. Exhale on your knees or toes, chaturanga. Cobra up dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your hands, walk, step or jump, float your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And let's come back to a chair. Lift both arms, bend both knees. Yeah. Good. Sink your hip down a little bit more here. And bring your hand together to your hearts. Good. Stay in, hold. Bend both knees, sink the hip down a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, we rise. Left knee goes up. Arms lift. So balance on your right leg now. Good. Let's go to our tree pose. Your left hand guides your left foot to your right inner thigh. Nice. And bring your hands into prayer. Nice. Stay here first. Focus on your balance, your breath. And I start to lift the arms, breathe in. And then exhale, release your left foot. And then come into your warrior three. Arms are reaching by your side. Good. Square your hips. Shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Activate your upper back muscles. Nice. One more breath. Bring both hands down to the mat. Step your left foot at the end of the mat. And then your left knee goes down. Low lunge. Good. Take your hands on top of your right thigh. Nice. Stay here first. Allow the hip to sink. And when you're ready, your right arm will reach up at the back. You can stay here. Again, your option is to lift your left foot off the floor. And maybe that right hand can reach for your left foot. That left arm too can reach up. Good. One more breath here. And then exhale, release both hands down to the floor. And then guide yourself into your downward facing dog again. Good. Bend the knee side to side. One vinyasa, please. High plank. Chaturanga. Cobra dog. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Stay here. 3 breaths on your downward facing dog, or you can take yourself into your child pose if you need to take a little break. Yeah. And now you come back to your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round that spine. Inhale, lift that right leg again. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Stay here. And now you begin to step your right foot out to the left. Come into your rock star pose. Left arm up. Right foot down to the outside. Onto the left. Stay. Or maybe you can lift your right foot off the floor. And that left hand grabs your right foot. Maybe not. Maybe you can keep your right foot down. Maybe you want to stay there. Good. Stay wherever you are. Keep your right arm strong. One more breath. And you come back into your 3-legged dog. Left hand down. Right leg goes up. Good. Look at your hands. Step your right foot through between your hands. Good. And then from here, lift both arms. High lunge. High crescent. Good. Nice. And now keep those arms straight first. And now start to circle the arms out. Side bend to your right. And do a full circle. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your right knee bent. One more time. And then lift the arms again. Now from here, guys, listen up. We will do a warrior 2. You will pivot to your left foot. Arms extended out. Second warrior. Good. Right knee bent, left leg straight. Nice. Warrior two, yeah? Look over your right shoulder. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Right arm is reaching up. Left hand can rest on your left leg. You can do a half bind on your left arm, or you can do a cow face. You bring your fingers, your hands together in between your shoulder blades. Express your warrior two in any way you'd like. You can also lift your right heel if you want to. Good. One more breath. Wherever you are, if your heel is lifted, release your right heel down first. Take your right hand down in front of your right foot. Left hand to your hip. Balance on your right leg. Step your left foot forward a little bit. Half moon pose. Lift your left leg up. Good. Flex your left foot, yeah? Open your chest and hip to your left. Maybe that left arm rises up. Oopsie daisy, yeah. Maybe you can do your sugarcane pose. Bend your left leg and reach for your left foot, left ankle with your left hand. Or you can just simply stay at your half moon, yeah? Either way is fine. Look down for balance. Look out for challenge. One more breath. Bring your left hand down. Step your left foot behind the mat. Right leg back, downward facing dog. Vinyasa. High plank. Inhale. Chaturanga on your knees or toes. Exhale. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Child's pose. I give you a break. Good. Let's come back to downward facing dog. We're going to do that flow onto the other side. Good. Onto that downward facing dog again. Let's all start to lift our left leg up. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, lift again. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Stay and hold here. And now transition to your rock star. Left leg steps out. Lift your right arm up. Good. Again, feel free to keep your left foot down on the floor. Maybe you can have that left foot lifted. If you're feeling stronger today, lift that left foot off the floor. Your right hand holds onto your left foot. Brace that core. Keep your left arm strong. One more breath. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifts again. Good. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, step your left foot through between your hands. And then lift both arms up. High lunge, high crescent. Yep. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, let's begin to circle out to the left. Big circle here. Breathe in. Exhale. So when you move the upper body while on your lunge, so that's a challenge for you. Keep your legs strong. Keep your legs steady as you mobilize the upper body. Yeah. One more. And then lift both arms up again. Good. Now from a high lunge, high crescent, let's come into a warrior two. Pivot your right foot flat and extend the arm sideways. Or you turn the other side, yeah? Look over your left shoulder, flip your left palm up. Inhale, reach out forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Nice. Focus on your front leg, yeah? Your left knee, it needs to stay bent. Can you bend your left knee more? Can you sink it down? Again, feel free to do a half bind or your cow face arms. Bring your hand together behind. Maybe your left heel can lift. Good. Are you breathing? Are you breathing deep enough? One more breath. If your heel is lifted, bring it down. Release your left hand down to the floor, just in front of your left foot. Right hand to your hip, and take a small step forward with your right foot. Now shift your body weight onto your left leg, and then you start to float your right leg up the floor. Half moon pose. Maybe that right arm can reach up straight. Good. If you have a block, you can bring a block underneath your left hand, yeah? Feel free to do your sugar cane pose. Bend your right knee. Grab that right foot. Good. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Hand down. Step your feet back. Vinyasa. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra dog. Breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your hands. Walk, step, jump, float your feet forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold to chair. Bend your knees. Lift the arms up again. Good. Chair pose. Hands together to your hearts. And then lift your heels off the floor. Good. Stay here. Maybe sink down into your toe stand. Drop your hip to your heels. Bring the knees forward and lengthen up that spine. Good. Yeah. And now I'd like you to challenge yourself. Can you lift your bums off your heels halfway up? Halfway up. Halfway up. And then drop again your hip to your heels. Heels touching your heels. Now one more time. Hips off your heels halfway up. Halfway up. A little bit higher. And then down. Let's transition to our boat. Bring your heel down. Tuck your tailbone in. And then release your feet up. Coming into your boat. Nice. All right. Maybe those legs remain bent. Maybe you'll extend your legs up. Maybe your arms can reach up. Maybe you can hook your fingers onto those big toes. Nice. One more breath. And now, wherever you are, begin to separate your legs wider into an open boat. You can hold the back of the knees here. And then slowly release your leg down while keeping your legs apart. And then bring your hand down right in front and start to fold down here. Nice. And then walk your hands back in. Nice. You guys okay? We're not going to do an arm balance, but we're going to try to do compass pose. So hopefully your hips now are open for this posture. So I'm going to ask you first is you bend your left knee. So take your left foot in and side. Okay. And then your right hand, grab your right big toe with these three fingers. Yeah. And take your left hand over here beside your left leg. Yeah. So this is my side profile. Yeah, take an inhale. And then when you exhale, begin to lift your right leg up. Yeah, stay here. Good. Release it down again. Inhale, lean the upper body forward now. Bring your chest a little bit closer to your right thigh. And then exhale, you release your right leg again. Lift it up. Good. Nice. Let's do it one more time. Take your right leg down, lean the upper body forward, and then exhale, lift. Good. Now I'm going to ask you to bring that right foot closer to your chest. Yeah. And then you begin to cradle your right leg with the arm. So you'll bring your left elbow onto your right foot. Have a look. And then you bring the inside of your right elbow to your right knee and start to hug your right thigh in close to your chest. Yeah. So maybe you want to stay here today. That's fine. You can stay here. Maybe you can join me. That left hand, grab the outside edge of your right foot and then extend your right leg up. So left hand to your right foot, yeah, and take your right hand down. Yeah, so this is not your compass yet, yeah. One more breath. And now you're gonna release your right foot down gently on the floor and then bring both hands forward. Yeah, good. Now we're gonna change left leg straight, right leg bent. Take your left hand here, fingers on your left hand to your left big toe, right hand down here. Take an inhale, prepare, and then exhale, left leg up. Inhale, release your left leg down gently. Now you're going to bring your chest closer to your left thigh and then lift. Nice. One more time. Lower that left leg down and then lift again. Good. Now keep that left leg up. Start to bend your left knee and pull that left foot in close to your chest. Good. And then wrap your right arm around your left foot. Wrap your left arm around your left knee and then start to cradle your left leg. Chest proud. Spine is long. Good. Now, right hand, grab the outside edge of your left foot. Release your left hand down here and extend your left leg forward. Good. One more breath. And then slowly release your left leg down and release both hands. Reaching for your left foot. Wrap your hands around your foot if you want to. And then we come back up. Nice. We're going to skip compass pose because we don't have time. And we're going to lie down on our backs now. Let's lie down on our mat and then hug your knees to your chest. And then we rock side to side here. Let's do our spine twist. Take your leg down to your right. Turn your head to your left. Now we change. Take your legs out to your left. Turn your head to your right. And then come back to the center. Hug your knees to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Squeeze your elbows in. Squeeze your knees close to your forehead. One more breath. And then gently release your body down to our final Shavasana. Release your legs down on the floor, arms away from you. Your palms are facing up. And begin to close your eyes. Time now for us to relax, to let go. Just allow your body to rest completely onto your mat. Taking a big breath in through the nose and exhale fully out through your mouth. Just allow your body to release itself to gravity. Feel that certain heaviness to your body on the floor. Relax those arms, relax your legs, relax your back, relax your head. As you exhale now, imagine you're sinking further down into the earth, releasing any remaining tension that you're holding on to. And as you near the end of your practice, follow 3 more full cycles of your breath in. Breathing in through the nose, holding your breath, and exhaling out through your mouth. 2 more. Inhale, hold your breath, and exhale slowly. 1 more. Take a big breath, inhale. Hold your breath, and sigh it out. Ah. Now gently awaken your senses, move your head side to side, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and give yourself a big stretch. Arms are reaching up, legs together, point your toes. Eyes are open now. Bend your knees. Gently roll down onto one side, and then you press yourself up, back into seated. Come back into an easy pose, hands onto your knees and roll the shoulders back a few times. Reverse. All together now, let's take a big breath. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, guys. And I'll see you next week. Yeah. So we have another session next week. Yeah. Have a good one.